G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Welcome to another episode of my educational series of screencasts. Where in this episode we're just going to take a look at what many of you may think is really simple, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to get up to speed with how to use Office 365 and specifically Microsoft Teams in preparation for the next school term. Obviously, with the current state, we're all trying to get up and running for remote learning for what could be an extended period of time. Now, this question came about just via a Facebook group that I was browsing tonight, where it was a fairly simple question, but it just goes to show that there is a need for a need for the basics to be communicated to a lot of you, so that we can help you get up to speed with how to use this, so that you're comfortable with teaching your class remotely. So the question was, how do we get and distribute a PowerPoint slide deck to your class? Okay, so what we're going to do is go through a process of how we could achieve that. Now, what I'm going to start in my OneDrive for Business. So I'm in Office 365 and you can see the landing page here. Now I'm just going to click on OneDrive and you'll notice that I've already uploaded a file into a PowerPoint deck into my OneDrive for Business. Okay, so it's there ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now jump into Teams, and I'm going to jump into the class team that I've got set up for my class. All right, so you'll notice here when I click on Teams, I've got all the teams that I've got access to, and the class in question is going to be grade 5A. Now, what you'll see here is I've got 3 channels. I've got a general channel that all the classes got access to, and I've just set up a couple of private channels where it's just for myself as a teacher and 2 particular students, where we can have a one-to-one conversation with each other. Okay, because in this particular tenant, we've got that student one-to-one chat feature turned off. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to now move or upload that file, that PowerPoint deck that we've got in our OneDrive for Business, and we're going to make that available to the rest of the class. Okay, so what you'll see here is we've got a Posts tab, which is where we can start our conversations. We've got a Files tab. Okay, so when we click on Files, we've got the ability to upload and share all our files into here. Now, this class materials folder is an interesting folder because what happens with this folder, as you can see on the screen here, it's read-only access to the students, but teachers can edit. All right, so that's the perfect place that we want to store these type of files. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down the path of creating a new post. All right, so I'm just going to write, "Hi class, this is the presentation for tomorrow." And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this paperclip and I'm going to attach that PowerPoint slide deck from my OneDrive, and I'm going to attach that to this post. So that's going to upload a copy of that from my OneDrive, and I'm going to pop that into the class materials. Okay, so that's now uploading. You can see here the green bar coming across. Once it's done, I'm going to hit that and I'm going to post that. Okay, so that's there ready to go for tomorrow. All right, now what I've got on in another browser is I'm logged in as a student. All right, so I'm just going to drag this across so that we can see what the student sees. So you can see here that I'm now logged in as Alex, and I can see that that the teacher's just posted that message. I can now click on that, and it's going to open up that PowerPoint slide deck right inside of Teams without the student having to leave the context of Teams. And you can see here that it's in read-only fashion. Okay, perfect for us. All right, I'm just going to drag that across. Now, to go a little bit of a step further, what we can now do, now that the file's inside of our team, you'll see that we've got these other tabs across the top. Now, we can also now make this PowerPoint slide deck into a tab. So I've now selected this file. I've now got the option to make this a tab. Now, when I click on that, what's going to happen is that PowerPoint slide deck is now going to be across the top there as a tab. All right, so again, nice, quick, easy access for the students to be able to access that PowerPoint deck with one click. Okay, and then once we might be only using that for a session, let's say, but once that's done, what we can do is we can then click the little drop down arrow here, and we can now remove that as a tab. The file stays in the Files tab though, but we're just removing that as a tab inside of that particular channel. Okay. Nice, quick, easy way that we can use Microsoft Teams and PowerPoint and OneDrive to distribute or make available a PowerPoint slide deck to your class. Hope that brings you some value, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See ya.